Which is better, 2025 Traverse or CX-9? Interior and Tech Showdown. 2025 Traverse vs CX-9, Interior and Tech Showdown. The spacious interiors and advanced tech features of the 2025 Chevrolet Traverse and Mazda CX-9 are compared and contrasted, helping viewers decide which SUV best suits their needs and preferences. You'll see a head-to-head showdown of these popular family vehicles, covering everything from infotainment systems to seating comfort. Welcome to the Interior and Tech Showdown, where we dig deep into what really matters once you step inside the cabin. And if you're a family constantly on the move, juggling school drop-offs, weekend getaways, and everyday errands, then you're absolutely in the right place. Because let's be honest, power and performance are great, but when it comes to real-life family driving, comfort, space, and technology are the things you live with every single day. So today, we're taking two of the most talked about three-row family SUVs of 2025, the all-new Chevrolet Traverse and the refined Mazda CX-9, and putting them head-to-head in a battle of interiors, tech, and everyday livability. The Traverse has been completely redesigned for 2025, now with a bold look and a cabin that promises to deliver more room and more tech than ever before. Meanwhile, the Mazda CX-9, with its premium materials and driver-focused design, has long been a favorite for families who want a little luxury without breaking the bank. But which one is better suited for your crew? Which SUV nails the sweet spot between comfort and connectivity? And which one gives you the smart features and family-friendly layout you'll actually use day to day? Whether you're tech-obsessed, comfort-driven, or just trying to make road trips less chaotic, we've got you covered. So buckle up, grab a coffee, and join us as we climb inside both of these family haulers. Open the doors, fold the seats, tap the screens, and find out which SUV really brings the goods when it comes to interior space, comfort, and cutting-edge technology. This is going to be a full-on interior deep dive, and by the end, you'll know exactly which model fits your family's needs best. Let's get into it. Now let's dive into the heart of where families spend most of their time, the interior. Starting with the 2025 Chevrolet Traverse, practicality is clearly the name of the game. Chevy has gone all in on space and utility this year, and it shows the moment you open the door. This SUV is wide, tall, and incredibly accommodating, with 3 spacious rows and enough legroom in the second and third rows to keep even taller passengers happy on longer drives. One of its standout features is the third-row seating, which is not just a kids-only zone anymore. Adults can actually ride back there without contorting themselves. And when it comes to cargo, the Traverse continues to impress. Behind the third row, you've got generous storage space, and when all the rear seats are folded flat, this SUV turns into a virtual cargo van. From strollers to sports gear to luggage for a weekend getaway, the Traverse swallows it all with ease. The seat materials are comfortable and family-friendly, offering durable fabric in base trims and plush leather with contrast stitching in higher trims. Chevy also includes thoughtful touches like USB-C ports in every row, ventilated front seats, and an intuitive infotainment screen that's now larger and easier to use, making the cabin feel modern and connected. On the other side, we have the Mazda CX-9, which approaches interior design with an entirely different philosophy. Mazda isn't just building an SUV, it's crafting an upscale experience. As soon as you step inside the CX-9, you're greeted with high-end materials, a clean dashboard layout, and the kind of design language that feels more like a luxury crossover than a mainstream family hauler. The Napa leather seats in the upper trims are buttery soft, the wood grain accents are tastefully done, and the ambient lighting adds a premium touch you don't always find in this price range. But while the front and second row passengers are treated to a refined experience, the CX-9's third row is notably tighter than the Traverse's. It's more suited for kids or short trips rather than extended adult seating. Cargo space is also more limited, especially with all seats up, so families who frequently haul lots of gear might find it a little more restrictive. However, where the CX-9 really shines is in its ride quality and cabin quietness. The insulation is top-notch, and Mazda's focus on Jinbaitai, the feeling of car and driver as one, extends even to how passengers feel while cruising. The infotainment system is clean, though still a bit behind competitors in terms of touchscreen functionality, relying more on a center control knob. So when it comes to comfort and interior usability, the Traverse wins on spaciousness, family practicality, and easy access to all 3 rows. But if your priorities lean more towards style, refinement, and premium finishes, the CX-9 makes a strong case for itself, especially for smaller families or those who don't need the absolute max in cargo or passenger room. Ultimately, your choice might come down to how you balance functionality versus sophistication. The Traverse gives you the minivan-like versatility in an SUV package, while the CX-9 feels more like a boutique lounge on wheels. But the big question is, which one fits your daily life best? Let's keep going and find out. Now, let's talk about one of the most important aspects of any modern family SUV, the tech. Because let's face it, whether you're navigating rush hour traffic, blasting your kids' favorite playlists, or relying on safety systems to help you through a chaotic parking lot, technology isn't just a luxury anymore, it's a daily necessity. Starting with the 2025 Chevrolet Traverse, one of its most eye-catching interior upgrades is the massive 17.7-inch touchscreen that now dominates the dashboard. It's not just big for show, it's actually responsive, customizable, and packed with functionality. You get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto right out of the box, and Chevy's latest infotainment interface is clean, colorful, and easy to navigate, even for tech-challenged drivers. Add an available built-in Google integration, meaning Google Maps, Assistant, and the Play Store right there in the system, and you've got a seriously connected cabin. Meanwhile, the Mazda CX-9 takes a slightly different approach. Instead of going for size, Mazda focuses on simplicity and elegance. Its infotainment screen, while not as massive, is neatly embedded into the dash and controlled via a rotary dial, which some drivers actually prefer because it minimizes distraction. The CX-9 system is fast and sharp, and though it might not look as flashy as the Traverses, it delivers a calm, premium feel, very in line with Mazda's overall interior design language. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are also standard here, but wireless versions may depend on the trim. Now let's talk driver assistance tech, because when it comes to hauling the family, peace of mind is priceless. The Traverse brings a robust suite of safety features, including automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and available Super Cruise hands-free driving on certain trims. Yes, hands-free. That's a big deal, especially on long highway trips. The CX-9 isn't left behind though. It comes standard with Mazda's iActive Sense package, which includes adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane departure warning, and advanced blind spot monitoring. Both vehicles clearly value safety, but the Traverse edges ahead slightly in terms of tech convenience and cutting-edge features, especially with the addition of Super Cruise and a larger, more immersive display. That said, if your priorities lean toward a minimal, upscale interface that's simple and distraction-free, the CX-9 might actually feel more refined and less overwhelming. Ultimately, it boils down to what you value most, bold and connected, or sleek and streamlined. Both tech suites get the job done, but they do it in distinctly different styles. So, after getting an up-close look at both interiors, testing out the tech, folding the seats, and feeling the materials, the big question remains, which SUV is right for you? Let's break it down based on what matters most to you and your family. If space, utility, and day-to-day practicality are your top priorities, then the 2025 Chevrolet Traverse really makes a strong case for itself. This SUV is a beast when it comes to interior volume. We're talking about more third-row legroom, a flatter cargo area, and a layout that just screams, family ready? The second-row captain's chairs make it easy for kids to climb in and out, and the underfloor storage compartments in the back? Super useful for hiding away emergency snacks, gear, or even a change of clothes. It's built with the busy parent in mind, one who needs room for strollers, sports bags, and the occasional Costco haul without breaking a sweat. Plus, the Traverse now comes with an upgraded infotainment system and even a 17.7-inch touchscreen in the higher trims. That's practically a tablet bolted into your dash. On the other hand, if you're leaning more towards style, premium materials, and a slightly more refined driving experience, the Mazda CX-9 is still a knockout. Its cabin is more upscale, with soft touch materials, genuine aluminum accents, and a design that feels cohesive and driver-focused. It may not have the sheer cargo capacity of the Traverse, but what it lacks in cubic feet, it makes up for in elegance and comfort. Plus, Mazda's infotainment system, while a little more conservative in layout, is clean and distraction-free. The CX-9 is for families who don't necessarily need the biggest vehicle on the block, but who do want something that feels a bit more special behind the wheel. Ultimately though, it all comes down to your unique lifestyle and preferences. Do you need room to haul half the soccer team and their gear every weekend? The Traverse is your champion. Do you want something that feels luxurious, nimble, and just a bit more sophisticated during the weekday commute and weekend getaways? Then the CX-9 may be the better fit. Both SUVs bring different strengths to the table, and the best choice will depend on how you live, what you value most, and what kind of experience you want every time you buckle in. So ask yourself, are you team practicality or team polish? Because that's what it really boils down to. And if you're still torn, don't worry, we're just getting started. So there you have it. We've just taken a deep dive into the interior and technology offerings of the 2025 Chevrolet Traverse and the Mazda CX-9, two of the most popular family SUVs in today's market. We looked at everything from the layout of the cabin to how the infotainment systems perform in real-world use. On the one hand, the Traverse shines with its massive space, especially in the third row and cargo area. It's a true road trip champ, offering generous legroom and headroom for all passengers. And its updated tech suite brings a massive screen and smart connectivity options that are incredibly family-friendly. But on the other hand, the Mazda CX-9 brings a level of refinement that feels almost luxury-like. From its high-quality materials and elegant dash design to a quieter cabin that gives the driver and passengers a more serene experience. It may not offer as much interior volume as the Traverse, but what it does have is used incredibly well. Everything feels deliberate, functional, and upscale. And when it comes to tech, Mazda's interface is clean and easy to use, while Chevy goes for bold screens and more customization. Ultimately, though, this comparison doesn't really have a clear winner. And that's actually a good thing. It means both SUVs are strong contenders, and the better choice truly depends on what you and your family prioritize. If you value maximum space, rugged practicality, and tech that's great for a full household, the Traverse might be your pick. But if you're after a more stylish, quiet, and premium-feeling cabin with a touch of sophistication, the CX-9 could be exactly what you're looking for. Either way, both models bring a ton of value to the table, and now, the decision is yours. So we want to hear from you. Which interior impressed you more? Which features would make your daily drives easier or road trips more enjoyable? Drop your thoughts down in the comments below, and if you've owned or test-driven either of these SUVs, tell us about your experience. We're building a community of real-world insight right here. And if you found this comparison helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the cars and tech that matter most to your lifestyle. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Before we wrap things up, here's a quick reminder for all you car lovers, SUV seekers, and road trip planners out there. If you enjoyed this showdown between the 2025 Chevrolet Traverse and the Mazda CX-9, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps more than you know, and it tells us that you want to see more head-to-head matchups just like this. We're dropping in-depth car reviews, real-world comparisons, and breakdowns of the features that matter most to families, adventurers, and everyday drivers alike. From tech tours to towing tests, from budget-friendly buys to full-on luxury battles, we're covering it all. So if you're someone who wants unbiased insights before making a big decision, or you're just a fan of clean interiors, clever storage solutions, or cool infotainment upgrades, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss out when we release the next great video, whether it's the latest 3-row family hauler, a hybrid fuel saver, or the next big SUV hitting the market. And hey, if you've got questions, want a specific car featured, or just want to chat about what you drive, drop a comment below. We read every one and love connecting with fellow enthusiasts. Thanks again for watching. This has been another great ride, and we'll catch you in the next comparison.